Well, February is coming up, and it's American Heart Month.
And who could forget Valentine's Day, of course? Yep. We hear a lot about how wine is good for the heart, but is it really? Leah Fleury is joining us to tell us. Hey.
Hey,
what's up?
Me. Look at you, you're all red for Heart Month.
We didn't even plan this, honestly.
No, but I love it.
Thank you.
It's perfect. Yeah, red wine, hear all about it.
You do.
Like,
and
oh,
it
it's
goes
so good for your
back
heart.
and forth, I feel like. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, there does seem to be something in red wine that helps your heart, whether it's increasing that HDL good cholesterol or improving the clearance of cholesterol that's building up in your arteries. There's mixed research about it. You know, for every study that shows a benefit, there's a study that says there is no benefit.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to one of the most popular supplements containing resveratrol. That's thought to be one of those antioxidants in red wine that has those effects. So you do see supplement forms like capsules of resveratrol.
Interesting.
So it's like wine in a capsule.
But it's not as fun, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we appreciate the ones that say that it's good for you, right?
Right.
We do. We always like those a little bit better. But is there actually no evidence to prove that this is for sure?
Honestly, yeah, that red wine is better than other types of alcohol. Not so much.
Okay.
Yeah, generally across the board, there is evidence to show that alcohol itself, whether it's coming from red wine, white wine, beer, hard liquor, can have beneficial effects for your heart health.
I'm sure in moderation.
Right.
Yes, so that's right. The question is how much?
Yes.
Right? So going back to the resveratrol, the amount of red wine you'd have to drink to get the amount that shows effects is like ridiculous, like physically impossible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that a challenge?
So don't count on it. What? Oh, challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. So how much should you be drinking, depending on your age or your gender? Is it different?
Yes, it is. Well, first I want to say, if you don't drink now, the potential benefits aren't really a reason to start drinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
That makes
Especially if
sense.
there's a history of abuse in your family. And alcohol, you know, if you drink a lot of it over time, can potentially cause cancer and other health problems. So, that being said, generally, women of all ages should limit their intake to 1 standard drink per day.
Okay.
And for men older than 65, that's the same. But men 65 and younger can have up to 2 standard drinks per day.
Aaron,
Did a little happy dance in
He's
the corner.
pumping. Yeah. And the reason for that is men tend to weigh more.
Yeah.
And women, they're bigger, they can handle more, and they have more of the enzyme that breaks down alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but what does a standard drink look like?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So beer, it's gonna be like a 12-ounce can or bottle, and that's what it looks like poured out into a glass.
Oh, salted caramel pecan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
here's the thing. That's for like a 5% alcohol by volume beer, ABV.
Okay.
But craft beer is a big thing around here, right? My husband's obsessed. And those tend to be higher in alcohol content.
Right.
Yeah. So actually, you might be getting more alcohol than you think if you do a can or a pint of craft beer.
That makes
sense. So
sense.
you need to be careful with it.
And some wine.
Yeah, wine, whether it's white or red, 5 fluid ounces. This is what it looks like poured into a glass. And that's a pretty small glass. It's not like the ones you could...
At the restaurants, it's not like the big ones they
Yeah,
get.
but they also don't fill the goblet all the way.
Yes,
up.
that's true. Most
This
of the
is
time.
so relative.
So you can kind of swirl it and, you know, smell and whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, and then hard liquor is...
Vodka.
Well, I brought vodka. You know, it's the Eastern European in me.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, makes sense.
We have plenty of that. Is 1.5 fluid ounces. So
Okay,
this
so-
is like what that looks like before you pour your mixer in there. So it's really not a lot. And if you're mixing it at home, careful not to be a little heavy-handed. And
Right.
yeah, that's easy to do. Just eyeball it and whoops.
Especially if there's ice in there, then you're like, I don't know how much
That's
it really is.
You're like, this looks good.
That's really difficult to tell with your ice. So moderation, you know, alcohol, especially Valentine's Day, can help loosen you up and have a good time. But don't overdo it.
Yeah,
right?
Don't overdo it.
And
As
of
with
course,
anything.
drink responsibly.
Yes,
Always.
of course. Always.
Thanks, Leah. This is
thanks
very
for having me, guys.
eye-opening. See how much it is in each glass. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, the craft beer thing, I realized this the other day, and I'm like, wait a minute. Maybe this is why, you know, I I say, wow, I can't drink as much as I used to.
Right.
I wake up the next day and I'm like, ugh.
But this is really why.
I think that's why, because I've been, I drink
Drinking
craft
the craft
beer.
beer.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I only had 1 drink, 2 drinks. But then I'm like, no, actually, I probably had closer to 4.
Just because of how much
Drinks.
alcohol is.
Yeah.
Gotta watch that percentage. Gotta keep our eyes on it. Well,
So,
thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Leah.
Thanks, Leah. Always fun. Well, still to come, we're learning about the need for blood donations in Central Illinois.
Yes, Terry McCarthy is going to tell us how you can help. It's coming up next. Stick with us.